It worked. Aaron Nola. Who doubted him? Topper. Genius. The plan worked. Middays with Marks. 97.5 The Fanatic. Joining me today in studio as a co-host for the full 4 hours. He now will join the rotating co-host chair. You know him, you love him. One of the most popular hosts in the history of 97.5 The Fanatic. The first voice heard on WPEN AM, 20-year anniversary just a couple days ago. His name is Harry Mays. Harry Mays, hello.
Johnny Marks, great to be here, man. I'll tell you, it's been a long time since I've gone 4 hours. I may need a blue pill. Ray Dunn's might have to get me the blue pill at about 1 o'clock.
Do you endorse Blue Chews, or is that's?
I
right?
don't. No, that's that's Bill and Ricky, but they'll be here by then. They could definitely hook you up.
All right. Well, I might need one.
They have those. I'm in for whatever reason. I'm in an algorithm on Instagram where there's these red pills that are supposed to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 36 hours. I'm like, well, what do I do for the other 35 hours? And
36 hours is a little long.
yeah, I've been married for 11 years.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Harry, I told you.
Yeah,
I told you. I told you you were coming in here. I needed you. We'll talk about the Phillies, but normally when you put something out, last night I put out on social media, Harry Mays co-hosting tomorrow, full 4 hours. He's going to join the co-hosting chair. And if we had 100 responses in real life, and it's such a cesspool, you have to realize that there's so many idiots and mean people out there that you are like 100% approval rating. When I say that one of the most popular hosts on 97.5 The Fanatic, the Tony Bruno, Harry Mays show, which will go down in infamy as one of the most popular shows in station history. Listen, this is a smart move by me. Everybody likes you. Why wouldn't I want to bring you on with me?
Yeah, but is that really good, though? Because I was always told that you have to be hated by half the audience. You know, it's sort of like a half, and people listen because they don't like you, and they don't like what you have to say.
Well, I think you can balance somebody that, one of the guys that commented last night, I'll listen when you're on. I won't listen to Marks.
Yeah,
but when you're on, it's okay, fine, that's good.
Okay, he's going to be on.
Right, he's going to be on. Good. Now you can listen. But yes, excited to have you on.
I am.
A little bit later on in the show, we will we'll share who is going to be the co-host tomorrow. It's going to be another blast from the past.
Oh wow!
And we need interaction at 610-632-0975. We come from the era of the Fanatic where we go to the phones quite a bit.
Right.
And we're going to continue to do that, and we're going to do it today. Say hello to Harry, 610-632-0975.
Now, you have a text board, too, right?
610-632-0975. Text the show.
Because there was a text board back in the day.
But it was like 683-7259.
Yeah, it was a different number, and then the text board went away because one of my old co-hosts used to just go right, into the abyss when a text would come across criticizing him.
Right.
You remember that?
I remember multiple hosts that were responding back on the text board the things that they shouldn't have been doing, and then sent it to the entire company, I think, at one point.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a different guy, though.
That was a different guy that I used to work with, yes. Yes, I know what you're talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Harry, we could have walked in here today, and this would have been Fire Thompson.
Yeah.
Dave Dombrowski needs to go to Nashville. Bryce Harper, think about trading him. Maybe you should let Kyle Schwarber walk. And that's not what happened.
No.
For all the conversation of Aaron Nola, what are you doing? Why would you start him? You slow-played Ranger Suarez. How is he finally pitching in Game 3? You're down 2-0. Is he hurt? Is he really going to pitch? It actually worked out perfectly last night. Nola gave you 2.
Yeah.
Suarez comes in and gives a home run up on the first pitch. And that was it.
Right.
And that was it. And that's the Ranger Suarez that we remember from the playoffs, which is, I'm not worried about anything.
No.
I'll put a couple runners on. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I'll get right out of it. What a great win last night. Does it change this series for you, Harry?
Yes, it does, because the top of the order got going. The bats were clicking last night. Schwarber had a couple of great swings. He went deep into the night. A la Matt Stairs way back in the day in the NLCS. I think it was Game 4.
Bro, that was, what did they say it was, Ray? 455. That's got to be a 500-footer.
Oh, it was a bomb.
Oh my! I've never seen at Dodger Stadium something like that.
Yeah,
it was unbelievable.
What was the exit velo?
I did not.
It's all about exit velo now.
My advanced analytic app was I wasn't looking at it last night.
Okay,
but he smoked that, and then he comes back with the second one. And you're right. All you need, and I was saying this all day yesterday, and I really, really felt it. It changes the entire series. A 7-game series, the Dodgers don't get tight because you won a game. Right. So it's a 7-game series. Now it's the bleep moment.
Yeah, it's all hands on deck if you're Dave Roberts tonight because you do not want to get back on that plane.
And the Phillies have their best starter going.
Right.
So Sanchez is out there. Glasnow, who's a good starter,
He's
but
good.
still,
yeah.
Glasnow's out there. Phillies are slight underdogs in the game. But like you said, the bats got going, and it gave them confidence. It did.
Yep.
They had a different look last night.
That's who they are.
Yep.
I mean, I know the pitching has been great, the starting pitching for the entire season. But this team's identity is with their lineup and their bats. And it's sad to say, but if they don't hit home runs, they usually don't win. But that's what they are, and they hit some home runs last night.
JT went deep.
Yep.
Schwarber went
if you're
deep twice.
Roberts, after JT goes deep, you got to get Kershaw out of the game. What was he thinking?
My favorite part of the game last night was, I think what he's thinking was, I'm not going to use another arm. This game's over. But you're leaving Clayton Kershaw out there to get beat up. Nothing made me happier than to see him have to eat it on the field. To eat a bleep sandwich. Seriously, screw you, Kershaw. I was so glad to see it. Yeah. So glad to see it. I hate the Dodgers so much. And it was so nice to see the Phillies come out last night. And really kind of like, after the game, you're feeling, and the Phillies are feeling like, we can beat these guys.
We're back.
We're back.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of Phillies fans fell into this trap after the first 2 games. The vibe around the city, and I understand why. This is carryover from last year's playoffs and the year before that. But didn't it feel like that they lost both games 1 and 2 by 8 runs and 9 runs, that there were blowout games?
Yeah.
And it's like we can't even compete. Both of those games were decided on very close plays. There were a ton of close plays in game 2, and they had a 3-0 lead until Sanchez self-destructed with a 2-out walk in the 6th inning. So both of those games were close. Last night wasn't close.
No. And you get back on the plane to come back here for Saturday. Can you imagine the vibe? I mean,
it'll be great for them to lose on Saturday, and it'll break all of our hearts in true Philly fashion.
That's the true fashion. They come back, get it to 2-2, get you a home game, and then let you down.
It would be Ohtani against Luzardo.
Right.
Ohtani in a Game 5 at Citizens Bank Park.
Luzardo looked good the other night.
Luzardo looked great. He looked great.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, I want to see what Ohtani looks like. I know he pitched at Citizens Bank and he gave up those early runs, and then he
settled in.
Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah.
But let's hear what it is with some runners on base in the first inning.
Yeah.
With Ohtani on the mound. Bryce Harper, 2 hits last night. Schwarber had the 2 home runs. Trey Turner
had a big hit.
Yep. No, you said it.
Yep.
That for all the talk about bunting and all the other stuff that we talked about, if these 3 guys don't carry this team offensively, they're not winning anything.
Nope. That's exactly it.
Bohm had a couple of hits last night. All in all, a great win, and it's exactly what they needed, because now there's no day off, none of that crap. Now they're back, and they're back tonight, and it's an early game, and it starts right when my daughter's softball game starts. So I'm gonna have to get the HBO Max.
Okay, what was it? 6:08 first pitch.
Yeah.
Well, that's perfect. That'll be 3:08 out west. That the sunset. You're gonna.
They were talking about shadows being
great.
a problem.
Yeah.
Frank Core was talking about shadows being a problem.
Yep.
So the building excuse is already there for. Oh yeah, well he's terrible. I know John and Andrew have him on, but
I miss Joe Buck.
Joe Buck's great
on the Fox baseball.
Oh, Brian Anderson's horrible.
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah, Joe Buck, he gets crap in every city he goes to, but no, and Joe Buck's. And Tim McCarver, can we bring back Tim McCarver for the rest of the series? I don't think he's around anymore. 610-632-0975. So things have changed since. How many years has it been since you've?
It's almost 7 years to the day when I walked out of here. That was October 1st, 2018.
And when you say you walked out of here, you walked out of here.
I walked out. Yeah. I handed my key card to a guy that's no longer here, and I walked out.
And you're back.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Back and better than
I feel
ever.
like a guy that went away for a while, if you know what I'm saying.
Went upstate.
Yeah, I went upstate. I was in Walpole for 7 years. And I'm trying to reacclimate to society. That's what it feels like. It's bizarre.
It's weird. It was weird coming in here for the first time.
Yeah.
It will be. Ray Dunn, Ray Dunn had 12 Coronas last night, by the way.
Oh, nice.
We're alive. We are alive.
He hasn't changed his clothes since Tuesday.
Oh, we're keeping this jacket the rest of the week.
How about that decision by Rob Thompson to start Aaron Nola, to go into. Ray yesterday said Nola and Suarez and then Duran the ninth. They'll go the rest of the way. And we laughed at him. You were almost correct.
The three-pitcher plan, man.
Well, that's
Nola, Suarez, Duran.
It's great
That's
they
it.
didn't have to use Duran last night.
They sat him right back down.
Yeah.
So many things worked in the Phillies' favor. 610-632-0975. Your reaction. But coming up next, the moment that shifted the momentum. Schwarber hits a ball to the moon. We'll relive that coming up. And did this series turn in that moment? How much confidence do you have right now? That's coming up next. It's Middays with Marks with Harry Mays, 97.5 The Fanatic. Thanks for watching Middays with Marks. Like and subscribe right here. If you like and subscribe, you probably are loving what you're watching. There's more of it right here. Check it out.